Now for Mark Levin's Short Takes on Levin TV.
Let's talk about the Biden plan. The Biden plan could be the Bernie Sanders plan, could be the AOC plan. It could be the plan of any American Marxist, quite frankly. There's nothing in here about individual liberty. There's nothing in here about private property rights. Declaration of Independence, unalienable rights, utterly and completely ignored. The constitutional construct we have in this country is being demolished in front of our eyes. And the speech that this man gives could have been given by any person of this ilk. There's nothing new here. What's new is how fast it is being imposed on us. I want you to think about something. Biden thinks he's better than FDR, better than Lyndon Johnson, better than Barack Obama. FDR won in a massive landslide, and he was reelected in even a bigger landslide. At one point, the United States Senate, they had a total of 17 Republicans. And the House of Representatives at one point had barely over 90 Republican members. He won these massive landslides. He still violated the Constitution and should be condemned for it. Joe Biden, the House of Representatives, they lost over 20 Democrats. It's the closest House in terms of Republicans and Democrats in over a century. Nancy Pelosi's holding on by the skin of her forehead. Then you look at the Senate, it's tied 50-50. The Constitution gives the president of the Senate, that's the vice president, the tiebreaker vote. They don't have a mandate to do anything that they're doing. He didn't run on these things. He ran as a moderate. He said, I'm the one who's been nominated, not Bernie Sanders. And yet he lied to us because Joe Biden is a pathological liar, whether in law school with plagiarism, whether when he ran in 1988 for the Democrat nomination and he stole words straight out of Robert Kennedy's mouth. He stole words straight out of Neil Kinnock's mouth, who was the Labour Party leader in Britain. This is who he is. He's lied about his academic career. He is a very, very sick man. He was a sick man before this day. He's been a sick man for decades. One of the dumbest men to ever serve in the Senate as vice president and now as president. You need to remember these things about Joe Biden. So what he's recommending without a mandate, what Obama called the fundamental transformation of America, what Marx called a clean slate. A clean slate. You know, it's interesting. I get people who ask me about Black Lives Matter and their spending. You can see how corrupt the organization is. One of the founders now has multiple million-dollar homes. She's also been busy plotting her Marxist agenda in some of the most expensive resorts in California. As more and more comes out, this is the nature of the Marxists. They're always very, very wealthy. Look at Maduro, look at the Castros, look at Xi, look at all the Marxists or the fascists. They always take care of themselves, their friends. They take care of their hatchet men and their hatchet women, and the rest of the people live in ways that they never intend to live. Or look in our own country, the people who are pushing the Marxist agenda, people in the media who make millions and millions of dollars, billionaires like Oprah and LeBron, who I was talking about earlier. They have no intention of living like a Marxist. They have no intention of returning to these communities, but they're telling us how the rest of us should live. The problem is we get sucked into this vortex. And so our economic system is turned inside out. People begin to lose their jobs. People begin to lose their businesses. You lose your tax base. That means people who are retired on pensions and need the taxpayers behind them to help support them, those pensions are going to go away. Medicare and Medicaid are going to go away. All these things are going to go away because the spending is profligate. It's like raining cash on Americans, just raining them, trying to figure out, you get free college, we're going to pay off your student loan. How about a family leave, free prescription drugs, free health care? Ladies and gentlemen, you know what happens with an impossibility? It becomes a nightmare.
For all this and much more, sign up for Levin TV.